Hello, in this video we will talk about how to find the equation of a line given 2 points. So we'll start about talking about equation of line from 2 points with a discussion of two useful forms of equation of a line. And the first form is called the slope-intercept form, y is equal to mx plus b. That is the form that we would most likely be giving our answers in when solving a problem. So in this equation, the letter m stands for the slope and the letter b stands for the y-intercept, which is the point where a line crosses the y-axis. The other useful form of the equation of a line is the point-slope form. And as the name implies, it will need a point on the line and it will need the slope of the line. So the point-slope form of the equation of a line is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, where again m is the slope and x1, y1 is a point on that line. So as I said earlier, when you write your answers, you will write them in slope-intercept form unless a question says otherwise. So here's our example. We are given a graph and the question says find the equation of line shown. So to start this off, the first thing I realize is that it crosses the y-axis at the point 0, 2. So right away I can actually say that b is equal to 2. So let me just go ahead and write here b is equal to 2. Then I have the coordinates of this point 0, 2. I can also read this point on the graph, which has coordinates 1, 5. So using these 2 points, I can find the slope. Slope equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So let me go ahead and just say that this is y2, x2, so the first point or the second point, and then I will say this is x1, y1. It does not really matter which one you say x1, y1 and which one you say x2, y2, but I chose these so that I would have to subtract smaller numbers from bigger numbers. So I have 5 minus 2, that's y2 minus 1, divided by 1 minus 0, that's x2 minus x1, and that comes out to be equal to 3. So now I have a value for b, I have a value for m. If you remember, we said equation of a line was y equals mx plus b. So just replace m, the letter m, by the number 3, x, replace the letter b by the number 2, and we have the equation of this line y equals 3x plus 2. Here's another example which says find the equation of line that passes through points 5, 4, and 27. So I will just say that this is my point x1, y1. And the other point I will say is the point x2, y2. And the first thing I can do is find the slope. So slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So y2 is 7 minus 4, and x2 is 20, and x1 is 5. So I have 3 over 15, and that simplifies to 1 over 5. So I know that the slope of this line is 1 over 5. And now remember we said a useful form is the point slope form. So I'm just going to use the point slope form. So y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Let's put some numbers in there. You could really choose any of those 2 points, but I'm just going to choose 5, 4. So y minus 4 equals 1 over 5 x minus 5. And then I have y minus 4 equals 1 over 5x, use the distributive property, minus 1 over 5 times 5, which would give you 1. So this gives me y minus 4 equals 1 over 5x minus 1. And then I can add 4 to both sides. So when I add 4 to both sides, the final equation that I would get is y equals 1 over 5x plus 3. So the equation of the line that passes through the points 5, 4, and 27 is 1 over 5x plus 3. Here's another example which says find equation of the line that passes through these 2 points. Same thing again. I will say the first point is x1, y1. I'll say the second point is x2, y2. So first let me find the slope. So m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So y2 is 5 minus 8 divided by x2 is negative 4 minus negative 8. So 5 take away 8 is negative 3, and negative 4 plus 8, that would be 4. So the slope of my line would be negative 3 over 4. Then I use the point slope form. Y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. I can choose either of those 2 points to substitute in this equation, but let me just choose the first point. So I'm going to say y minus 8 equals negative 3 over 4 x minus negative 8. And that gives me y minus 8 equals negative 3 over 4 x plus 8. Or y minus 8 equals negative 3 over 4x minus 3 over 4 times 8. Use the distributive property. So let's continue this on this side here. So I have y minus 8 equals negative 3 over 4x minus 24 over 4, which simplifies to 6. So y minus 8 equals negative 3 over 4x minus 6, and then I can add an 8 to both sides. And that gives me the equation of my line as y is equal to negative 3 over 4x plus 2. So that's the equation of the line that goes through the points negative 8, 8 and negative 4, 5. So here's another question. Andrew bought a car in 2015 for $24,000. The car loses $2,000 of its value every year. Write the equation that represents this scenario and find the value of the car after 8 years. So let's say that the equation is of the form y is equal to mx plus b. Now the b is actually value of y when x is equal to 0. So this is y when x is 0. So when you bought the car, then the time for which you had the car was 24,000. That means that the b in this problem is 24,000. And then m is the other thing we are looking for. M is the slope, which is another way to say it's the rate. So the value of the car is lost every year by 2,000. So I can say m is actually equal to negative 2,000. And that's all the information I need to write the equation. I need the slope and I need b. So I can actually go ahead and write the equation as y is equal to negative 2,000x plus 24,000. So there's the equation. And now it says find the value of the car after 8 years. In other words, what the question is saying is, what is y when x is equal to 8? So we can just go ahead and substitute x is equal to 8 in there and solve for y. So that is negative 16,000 plus 24,000. So after 8 years, our car would be worth $8,000. So look for a number in the word problem that would be the slope, and then look for another number in the problem that would be the y-intercept. So if you like this video, please make sure that you hit the like link, the thumbs up. Please also subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon for notifications. If you would like to see a video on a topic, please write us an email at info@sageeducation.com. If there's a question for which you would like to see a video solution, send that question to us at info@sageeducational.com. And we provide in-person and online tutoring as well. So if you are looking for academic help, please contact us and we will have a tutor start working with you very quickly. I hope again that you enjoyed this video.